Hello everyone. In this eighth part of Python function series, today I am going to cover how we can use star args and star star kw args together. In last two videos, we have seen how we can use star args and star star kw args, but individually. Now that we have built a solid foundation, it is high time that we step onto that foundation and start using both of these functionality together. But before we jump on to writing a function with star args and star star kw args together, we must know one thing. Here you can see I have written a very simple function, and inside the parenthesis you can see star star kw args followed by star args. This is not the way, this is the incorrect way. Python is going to throw an error for this. The correct way is that if inside the parenthesis after defining the name of the function you write first star args followed by star star kw args. Also in the last video I had created a shopping list. Now it is time to calculate the bill of all the commodities that we have shopped. One fact that I wanted to share in last two videos but I kept forgetting, so stay tuned. I'm going to share that fact also, which you may not be aware of. Let us start defining a function def, and I'm going to name it calculate underscore bill, and inside I am writing star args followed by star star kw args colon, and for the timing I am writing pass here. The basic idea here is that I am going to call this function something like this: 100, 200, then discount is equal to, let's say, 10%, and then tax is equal to 5%. The 100 and 200 are the prices of the items that we have bought or purchased, and discount is 10% and tax is 5%. So this function should be able to calculate the total invoice amount. So it should add 100 plus 200, that is 300, apply a discount of 10%, that makes it 270, and add a 5% upon it and give us the total amount, which should be $283.05. Now let us start writing code here instead of pass. So we know from previous videos, star arcs videos, that this 100 and 200, they are being stored in the form of a tuple here in arcs, and this star is going to unpack them. So if it is a tuple, then we can do anything with these values that we can do with a tuple. So I am going to define here a variable called total, and I am going to pass here args. So this is going to give me the sum of these two values. You can write a third value also, fourth value also, depends. Now we have calculated the total. Next part is that to calculate the discount amount, we have been given discount percentage here and tax percentage. It is in the form of a dictionary key value pair that we know from a star kwargs video. In order to calculate the discount amount, first of all we need to grab the discount percent, that is the value of this particular key, that is discount. So I am defining here another variable called discount is equal to, now kwargs dot get. I am going to use the dictionary get method here. There are two ways through which you can grab the value corresponding to a dictionary key. One is using these square brackets. The problem here with this square brackets is that if the dictionary key does not exist, then it is going to throw an error. On the other hand, when I use get method, what it is going to do is that it is going to capture that particular value for that key, and if that key does not exist, it will not return me any error, or it can return predefined value you can supply here. Check my dictionary video, I got given up above. So I can write here the name of the key, and if this key does not exist, I want it to be 0 here. This way, if I just copy this line and paste it here and remove the discount part from here, so if there could be some items upon which there are no discounts, in such a case it is not going to throw me an error and it is going to silently return discount as 0. Now that we have captured the value of the discount percentage, it is finally time to calculate the total discount amount. So if discount percentage is 10, so upon $100 item it is going to be $10. if it is $200 item, then it is going to be $20. So we have to calculate the actual discount amount. We can do that something like this: total is equal to total minus, I am going to calculate the total amount. So if for $200, after deducting $20, that is the discount price after 10% discount, it should be $180. So this is what I'm going to calculate here. Wrong spelling. Total multiplied by discount divided by 100. So this is going to give me 180 for this $200 item. But there is a more Pythonic way to write this. So I am just going to erase this line, and what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to write something like this: total minus equal to total multiplied by discount divided by divided by 100. Now we have grabbed the discount value and the total after deducting the discount amount. Now it is time that we grab the value of the tax and add it to the total after discount. So tax is equal to, again it is a dictionary, so I am going to use get method tax. If there is no tax, then zero amount. And then we are going to calculate the total amount after adding the tax. So total plus equal to, this time plus equal to total multiplied by tax divided by 100. And then I think we are done with the function, and it is total. So if we can see the, yeah, now the everything is into the one screen. So this is our function. I have already written two ways to call it, so I am going to call it one by one. So first of all, I am going to call it with two prices: 100, 200. Discount is equal to 10% and tax is equal to 5%. Python args. Now you can see I am getting here 283.5. So this is working fine. Let's go back to the editor screen and call this function in couple of different ways. So one way is that I am going to get rid of the tax, so only discount, no tax. Another way is that I am going to get rid of the discount, so there is no discount but a tax of 5% here. And this line is more or less same. So let me write here discount is equal to, wrong spelling, discount is equal to 10 comma, and this time I am going to get rid of the prices and call the function. So first line here, it is producing 283.5. We have already discussed it. Second line, it is producing 270. I have already explained 100 plus 200, that makes it 300, and a discount of 10%, that is $30 discounted, so 270, no tax. Second, third line here, line number 11, 100 plus 200 but no discount, only tax, so 300, and if you add tax upon it, it becomes 315. Last line is that I have not supplied any arguments, any prices, just given discount and tax. So it means that you have just gone into the shopping mall, seen the products, did not like it, although there were some discounts, and came back empty handed. In that very case, your total bill is going to be zero. Now let's call it one more time: print calculate bill, and this time I am not passing any arguments at all, and again I should be getting here zero. Now you can see I am getting two zeros. The last zero is because of the line number 13. Now the time for the fact that I wanted to share in the first video, but I simply forgot. So if you come to editor and write here print, and anything, if you try to write here something like that, let's say if I can hover here, yeah, so I am hovering my cursor over print, and you can see it here inside def print. It is showing me star values which is of type object. So here it is a star args. So you, what is in the name that I have said earlier also, so you can name it as instead of args anything. So here it is coming as values. So print function here is also using values. You can check it the other way also. If you simply come over here, write help print and run this code, you will see it here, print star args. You can clearly see it over here. Do let me know in the comment section whether you knew this fact or not. This wraps up today's video. Next video we are going to see how we can use positional, default, star args, keyword parameters, star kw args all together in a single function. I'm going to put all the codes onto the GitHub page and share the link into the description box. Drop a comment, share it with your friends, subscribe to my channel, and do not forget to hit the like button. Till then, happy coding.